Hari Bol. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Let's read the slaying of Arista, the bull demon. I have a feeling there's some good teaching in this one, but let's see. Srila Goswami said, the demon Arista, oh, by the way, this is Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 36th chapter, 1st verse. Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 36th chapter, 1st verse. Srila Goswami said, the demon Arista then came to the cowherd village. Appearing in the form of a bull, with a large hump, he made the earth tremble as he tore it apart with his hooves. Aristasura bellowed very harshly and pawed the ground. With his tail raised and his eyes glaring, he began to tear up the embankments with the tips of his horns, and every now and then passing a little stool and urine.
Nice pool.
Yeah. My dear king, clouds hovered about the sharp-horned Aristasura's hump, mistaking it for a mountain. And when the cowherd men and ladies caught sight of the demon, they were struck with terror. Indeed, the strident reverberation of his roar so frightened the pregnant cows and women that they lost their fetuses in miscarriages. The domestic animals fled, the pastures in fear. O king, and all the inhabitants rushed to Lord Govinda for shelter, crying, Krishna, Krishna. Hey, there he is. There you go. The domestic animals fled in fear, fled the pasture in fear. O king, and all the inhabitants rushed to Lord Govinda for shelter, crying, Krishna, Krishna. When the Supreme Lord saw the cowherd community distraught and fleeing in fear, he calmed them, saying, don't be afraid. Then he called out to the bull demon as follows, you fool, what do you think you are doing, you wicked rascal, frightening the cowherd community and their animals, when I am here just to punish the corrupt miscreants? Thus provoked, Arista pawed the ground, and with one of his hooves, and then with the clouds hovering around his upraised tail, furiously charged Krishna. Pointing the tips of his horns straight ahead and glaring menacingly at Lord Krishna from the corners of his bloodshot eyes, Arista rushed towards him at full speed, like a thunderbolt hurled by Indra. The Supreme Lord Krishna seized Aristasura by the horns and threw him back 18 steps, just as an elephant might do when a rival elephant. Thus repulsed by the Supreme Lord, the bull demon got up and, breathing hard and sweating all over his body, again charged him in a mindless rage. As Arista attacked, Lord Krishna seized him by the horns and knocked him to the ground with his foot. Okay. The Lord then thrashed him as if he were a wet cloth, and finally he yanked out one of the demon's horns and struck him with it until he lay prostrate. Vomiting blood and profusely excreting stool and urine, kicking his legs and rolling his eyes about, Aristasura went painfully to the abode of death. And the demigods honored Lord Krishna by scattering flowers upon him. See, these are the demons that they protect Vrindavan. These different, I know, yeah, well, they do. They protect, actually, people from entering Vrindavan, you know. See, but on the other hand, they attack Vrindavan. They attack, and it's Krishna who saves the inhabitants. See, like if Krishna has to be here. Now, often Vrindavan is overrun by this kind of stuff. You have to have Krishna to protect Vrindavan from these demons. So how is he going to do it? He has to do it through his devotee now, because that's how he rolls. He does it when he was here as Krishna, as Lord Chaitanya. He also protected through his devotees, and now he's also going to protect through his devotees from these attacks. Well, you know, he got Putana. What do you got? Putana, the false acharya, right? Comes around looking, yeah, look at me, I'm Mr. Successor of Srila Prabhupada. See? And that it's not really true. See, so these demons, they take over Vrindavan, you know, or they, you know, try to. And, you know, then you got the Kalya Lake, you know, the Kalya, that's Harikatha, poisoned by speculation and all that. The devotees cannot grow. There's so many people attracted to Krishna now, especially since Prabhupada's preaching, and people, they can't grow. The devotees can't grow because Krishna has to protect them from the demons, and the only way he can do it is through a real acharya. That's why you must have a living devotee here. Look at all this crap. Come on, man. How are we going to get out of it? Krishna has to be here in through an acharya to set things in order. Otherwise, it's not enough from the book. Who has the power? You know, if I'm a Ritvik and I don't have the power of Krishna, his pure Shuddha Bhakti flowing through me, how am I going to protect the world from the bull demons? Bull demons are these people bulldozing Krishna consciousness. You know, they just bulldoze right there. Oh, this is the way it is. It's not that way at all. But they just doze everything. It's like when Prabhupada took the name Prabhupada. These guys, these bulls, you know, they had the name Acharya and everything, trying to take over Vrindavan, come in and say, how dare you? How dare you take the name and everything? But you know, Prabhupada didn't say anything. But if that happens here, now it ain't going to be the case. You bulldoze here, man. I'm going to take the Shastras, and it's like the horns of the truth, and just stick it right to you, man. I'll take your danda from you and stick it right to you. Because, you know, a person like that, you know, they bulldoze their way into being an acharya. They bulldoze their way with Prabhupada, you know, by speculating on his order and having their meeting, all lies and cheating and all that stuff. What do you think we're dealing with? I just met a nice devotee this morning, man, totally bamboozled. Who's going to free her, man? She believes that this guy that lied and cheated and all this is something holy. You know? Who's going to save it? You know what? You think they can't be saved? They're in captivity, man. They got to be released. It's only going to be through the real acharya. It's going to be a living devotee, where Krishna is going to use them and grab those bullshitters, man. These bull demons passing stool and urine all over Vrindavan, all over the truth. You're going to grab those friggin' horns and knock the shit out of them. And they're going to be passing stool. I'm just talking Shastra, man. Say, passing stool and urine, man. You're going to knock the shit out of those persons. They need it. Man, they're full of it. Full of that crap, man. You're passing it, man. Pass that stuff. You know? You got the Putin is going to grab these false acharyas, man, and just squeeze the life out of them. Like Putin, just squeeze the life out of them. You know? And get that Kalya lake cleaned up we just clean our own lake here, you know? And if anybody wants a dip, you got to come here. I ain't going in that lake, and nobody here. If you're taking shelter here, I'm going to tell you that don't go to that lake. Don't go to Kalya Lake. It's poison, man. Don't go to New Age bullshitters, you know, trying to preach New Age stuff that pass it off as Krishna consciousness, or they don't have the strength. You know, being worshipped and everything, they don't have the strength to preach pure Krishna consciousness. Because the Acharya will do that. And people will come just like now. People are coming. Even people don't even know what if Krishna is. We got some even here right now. They're coming because they feel the vibration. Look at Lalita, man. Didn't understand any English. No English. 5 videos, no English, and she popped with Krishna. That's how it works here. That's Acharya, man. People don't even know the English language, but they feel the vibration, and Krishna gives himself to them. See? Lalita, you heard the testimony all there, man. See? Who's going to clean up this stool, these bull demons and these Ritasuras and the demon of speculation and the Putanas and all that? Only a real Acharya. A real Acharya has to appear in Vaishnavism. Otherwise, what is Vaishnavism? Just another dead religion. The Acharya has to appear. Krishna appears through the Acharya and kills all these demons trying to take overrun Vrindavan. Pure Krishna consciousness. And it's not a clean fight, man. It's not a clean fight with them. They're dirty, man. Dirty, liars, cheaters, all of that. Because Maya is like that. She's a dirty liar. My Lord Jesus Christ said the same thing. You devil, Maya, same thing. You are a liar from the very beginning. You took down Adam and Eve with your snaky bullshit. That's these people now. Snaky, clever, sly bullshit. So we just have to set it in order. With sweet words. I can't help it. Radha inspires us, you know, here. You know, we just have a sweet thing, and then all of a sudden, she's got another side to her, man. It's very sweet, but boy, man, watch out, man. You don't mess with her, Vrindavan, man. She cleans it up. See, we got any comments here? Oh, Pani's here. Hare Krishna. All right, yeah. Thank you for coming. See, having killed the bull demon Arista, he who is the festival of the gopis' eyes entered the cowherd village with Balaram. After Aristasura had been killed by Krishna, who acts wonderfully, Narada Muni went to speak to King Kamsa. That powerful sage of godly vision addressed the king as follows. Narada told Kamsa, Yashoda's child was actually a daughter, and Krishna is the son of Devaki. Also, Ram is the son of Rohini. Out of fear, Vasudeva entrusted Krishna and Balaram to his friend Nanda Maharaj. And it is these 2 boys who have killed your men. See, stirring up trouble. Narada Muni. Krishna wants more demons. Bring more demons here. We're going to kill more of them. Upon hearing this, the master of the Bhojas became furious and lost control of his senses. He picked up a sharp sword to kill Vasudeva. But Narada restrained Kamsa by reminding him that it was the 2 sons of Vasudeva who would cause his death. Kamsa then had Vasudeva and his wife shackled in iron chains. After Narada left, King Kamsa summoned Keshi and ordered him, go kill Ram and Krishna. The king of the Bhojas next came for his ministers, headed by Mustika, Chanura, Salya, and Tosha, and also for his elephant keepers. The king addressed them as follows, my dear heroic Chanura, and Mustika. Please hear this. Ram and Krishna, the sons of Anakudumbi, Vasudev, are living in Nanda's cowherd village. It is being protected by these two boys, who will be the cause of my death. See? Then when they are brought here, kill them on the pretext of engaging them in a wrestling match. You see all these lies. This is what to get into Vrindavan. You have to surpass all of these bull demons, and not bull, everything. Putana, the false acharya. You got the contaminated Harikata. You got Aristasura. These are the neophytes speculating like crazy. The whirlwind demon. They just create out a whirlwind in your mind. You don't understand anything. It's just all of these things are protecting Vrindavan. See, so they're devotees. They want Vrindavan. See, that's why if you want Krishna's protection now, he's not going to come as Krishna and Balaram now. He's going to come as the true Acharya. And you take shelter there, you're going to get protection from all these demons. They'll be killed one after another. And then you will get Radha and Krishna. That's why people are getting Radha and Krishna. Krishna doesn't wait very long. If you come here and you realize the Acharya is here and Krishna is working here, look what's happening. Gopi Bhav here, we know what, not sure with him, but he's blissed out of his mind. Lalita, Lalita Devi, and others. See, they come here and getting protecting from all these demons. They've already been killed, man. They've been killed. See? Otherwise, if you want Krishna, you have to be like those residents of Vrindavan there. They took shelter of Krishna. Where's Krishna now? He's going to be in the Acharya. Otherwise, you won't get through the bull demon. You won't get through Putana, as are you Ritviks out there, you living gurus. You're controlled, you living gurus, by Putanas out there. You become a Putana servant, man, when you say, yeah, I'm your guru, I'm going to deliver you, yeah, and I don't even have devotion to Krishna. Man, Putana's got you by the neck. You want to get out of that, you got to go to the real Acharya, and that real Acharya is right here. Otherwise you don't get protection. These guys got protection. How do we know? Well, Krishna's blessed them with real bhakti, man. They're in Vrindavan. Who else wants to come in Vrindavan? Better come over here. Otherwise, out there is the bull demons, man. The bullshitters are out there, man. The liars and cheaters are out there. The Kamsas are really willing to dash your little bhakti. All you want to take shelter there. Go take shelter of Tamal Krishnas and think he's his holiness, the guy who destroyed Prabhupada's movement, real movement. You take shelter all these bullshitters and liars and cheaters, and you won't get Krishna. How can you? You think you have the strength to overcome these demons? Proof that we've overcome, we shall overcome, we have overcome, is we got ecstatic devotion. You can't get ecstatic devotion like you see here day after day unless you've overcome Putana, Aristasura, Trinavarta, all those bullshitters and liars and cheaters. No way can this bhakti. You want this? Are you serious, man? Time is short, man. You come here and we'll give you this bhakti here. You got to stay out there. You'll die without devotion. These guys have got you by the neck, man. They'll jerk you around. What can happen? What can people do? What can we do? All we can do is tell you the truth. Oh, I'm going to lose our video there. All we can do is tell you the truth, man. Let go of that bullshit, man. Those bullshitters, they can't give you Krishna. Have you not tried enough, man? 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 40 years? Look at this. They got bhakti in less than a year. What the hell are you doing out there, you idiots? Huh? Less than a year. You can see it on camera. We ain't afraid. I ain't afraid of anybody out there. We just give them bhakti, man. Anybody comes here, you get shelter from all those demons that keep you from Vrindavan. The real Vrindavan. Real Vrindavan is not going around your whole friggin' life just following rules and regulations like a rat on a treadmill. No, it's about tasting ecstatic bhakti, man. Relishing Radha Rasa Studaniti. Look at that guy, man, crying tears of joy. Are we qualified or what? Huh? What is going on here? Why can't people see it? I haven't yelled loud enough. I'm just getting rolling. We're just getting people comfortable with the potency here. See, look at Glory's Gomez. She didn't know anything about Krishna, but she feels it in her heart, man. She's going to get Krishna Bhakti if she doesn't have it already, man. She feels it. You know, she's concerned about me. She's thinking, did you eat and all that stuff? Hey, man, what about you, Ron? Not you concerned about what I eat and all that? No, she's going to get bhakti before you, Mr. Cave Dweller, living there all that time. This Gomez she's going to get bhakti before you or Narayan Raj or any of their followers. No, this person doesn't even know anything about Krishna. She's concerned about a real guru who has a real potency. She can see it. These guys can't see nada. It's so dull. The bull demons out there, the bullshitters, man. Boy, do I feel expressed, man. Prabhupada's so happy. Oh, man, I'm living through that Gohar dust, man. I just love it, man. I wanted to say a lot of these things, but they weren't quite ready. They're still not quite ready, but let's get them ready. Yeah. See, the king of the Bhojas next called for his ministers, headed by Mustika, and all these demons. See, the ministers, man, these guys get together in their groups, man. You know, they don't care about you. They're together in there. Hey, man, we're going to divide up the world, and we're going to control all these peons out there because we're so big. Come on, everybody knows. Robert was telling me this. These guys don't even hear. He writes the gurus and everything. They never write them back. They don't give a shit about you. None of them. They don't care. They just want to move you around like a pawn on a chessboard. That's what's Kamsa, man. They're controlled by that. I know this. I was in Iskcon for 5 years. I gave my blood, sweat, and I didn't have any tears. They dried it up, man. But I sweat. I worked my butt off 12 hours a day, 7 days a week for 5 years. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars for that Iskcon. And I was fried, man. I was exhausted. And I had to leave, man. It was like taking off a tight pair of shoes. And they wouldn't even give me a bus ticket. What a lesson that was to show. Do you guys think these groups care about it? They have no compassion, man. Until love of God wakes up in your heart, you have no real love in this world. You have no real forgiveness and no real compassion. That's the truth, man. It's all kind of mode of goodness stuff and everything. It's all filled with some kind of mode. It's not pure. Only when Krishna awakens in your heart. And that's what we do here. Wake Krishna in your heart, and then you find somebody who really cares about you. Cares about you so enough that they'll just name names and everything, and cross etiquettes and everything, to pull your sorry ass out of the material world, away from these demons that have taken over Prabhupada's movement and Vrindavan and all of that. They're all over the place. Now that's compassion, man. So the order has been given, man. Anyone who comes here, neutralize. If you really come here heart and soul, man, the demons are all, they just go boom, down. And what comes up? Krishna. The order's been given by the disciplic line. Already people are advancing into the kingdom. The demons go down. Oh, they're taking shelter where the real Acharya is. They believe in that. Because it's true. The truth will set you free. If you have any doubts, we'll keep coming and keep hearing and keep watching people who just come here and they just come here. They believe it in their heart because they've been preparing for this who knows how many lifetimes. And just keep watching them pop, 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 pop with bhakti. Pure devotional service that none of them will promise you because they don't got it and they can't give it. I got the order to give it and I'm giving it. Not just the power of salvation, but pure devotional service. Real Krishna, love of Krishna, man. Where you can think of Krishna all day, naturally. Without a big, all these guys teach you, well, you just chant like this, and always do, and force yourself and everything till you burn out, because you just can't do it that way. You got to get the potency of love of God awakened in your heart, and it becomes natural as breathing. People have been teaching wrong in this world. Hey, the rating's going up here. We got 10 people watching. That's pretty good midday. Hey man, that's not even our night program. We have a night. That can't be. We had 10 in this program, 10 and about 15 in the morning. Hey man, this ain't going in vain. This is all this cultivation. We guarantee an interest. You may not agree with us right now, but it's an interesting show. There's no doubt about that. There is nothing like this on this planet. No one would have the kahunas to preach like we preach here. Don't consider anything. Just let it flow, Lord. Just like I just follow Dasuji. He just picks up the microphone and starts talking. Me too. We all do. You know, I just hand the microphone. Well, I don't know what to say. Here you go. Then blah, 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 blah. The Father will be speaking through you, man. So I tell you, all you guys starting to get it, man, just take the microphone, turn the camera on, and see what the Lord says. He does the works, man. Help you get out of the way. Just, turn it. Okay, Lord, go for it. So, my dear heroic Chandura and Mustika, please hear this Ram and Krishna. Okay, we heard that. Okay. Erect a wrestling ring with many surrounding viewing stands and bring all the residents of the city and outlying districts to the open competition. You elephant keeper, my good man, should position the elephant, Kalivapa, at the entrance to the wrestling arena and have him kill my two enemies. See? And so, you see, that's how it is. It's a war. Because, it's like Chaitanya Charitamrita says in the 12th chapter of the Adi Lila. At first there was one opinion, then it divided into two opinions when the Acharya left. So one party had the right opinion, the others didn't. Or it could be many opinions. See, but one party has the right opinion. See, that's the ones who are fed with the real Krishna bhakti. See, the real worship of Krishna in ecstasy with devotion, and therefore you get the right understanding. See, 12th chapter, everybody could read that. We'll all read it together. Okay? So that's what's here. You see, this is here. There's Vrindavan, and then those who take shelter of Vrindavan. Oops. Those who take shelter of Vrindavan, and then those who are taking shelter of speculators, cheaters, liars, because they're not free yet. That's called motivated religiosity. That was Kamsa. That's Vaishnavism now. It's full of motivated religiosity, mundane, materialistic Vaishnavas. And right after Prabhupada left, by breaking the order of Prabhupada and appointing gurus as acharyas, that's what they did. I mean, They set their Vyasasans up. I was like just a few years after they did that, and I took a zonal acharya as guru, man, and they said he's good as God, man. You want to get to Prabhupada, you go through him. I did. I was cut off from Prabhupada. It was only when I personally removed that idea, that false conception, that inconclusive understanding, then I felt connected with Prabhupada. See, through actually the Ritvik says, I just realized my guru, this person, connected me. He was like acting as a Ritvik, and that was fine. Even though he didn't know it, he didn't know that. But as soon as I thought, when I left and I came back to Prabhupada directly, was connected through him, and then I went to my godbrothers, and they said, "Oh, you should go back to your guru." Because I was feeling connected through Prabhupada when I came back after about 7 years. And as soon as I thought, well, maybe I should do that, see, I went into doubting the truth. The truth was Prabhupada gave a Ritvik order to keep things going. Keep everybody worship the Acharya. He always thought like that. He will not appoint a guru that can't deliver you. He will not do that, man. And make people worship. That's idolatry. You know, an acharya like Prabhupada is not into idolatry. That's why he said, my guru did not mention anybody as being qualified to be acharya. People have no idea what it is you have to be chosen, and you have to have the symptoms of an acharya. The first symptom is this, is you worship the Lord in ecstatic love, proving that you're an acharya, man. You have to have deep taste, ecstatic taste for Radha and Krishna's pastime, which is proven here. Not only that, I prove it by awakening in fools like Dasu. Look at this guy. He likes Radharani. He likes Radharani. Can you believe that? How do you do that? How can he love Radharani and cry and with all this stuff over his face reading Radha Rasa Sudani? Hi, Radhanath. How many are you reading Radha Rasa Sudani with tears in your eyes like Dasu? No? Well, then you should give him your place, man. What are you doing there? Why don't you put Dasu there as guru? He's 1,000,000 times better than you.
Yeah, big stick.
Yeah, give him the big stick and let him beat you with it a little bit. And what about you, Narayan Raj followers? Are you reading Radha Sudhanidhi with tears pouring out? I haven't seen any of that on the internet with tears pouring out of your eyes. I see a lot of pride. Look at my big stick thing, trips. We got the big sticks, man. But I don't see the tears pouring out of your eyes like him. Hey, you should be, why don't you make him guru? You know, he's much better. Majjumadikari is the guru. People will pop just with his thing, but not with you guys. You know, hey man, you're just talkers and no trousers. Starting with your, in the line. Prabhupada said none of my godbrothers are qualified to be acharya. And that means zero, none, zero.
I'm totally off chance.
Yeah. See? People take shelter here, man. You're going to get devotion to Krishna, man. So if you don't believe it, keep checking it out. If you just don't bother to check it out, you ain't sincere. Go out there and take whatever shelter you want. Because I don't want people that are not sincere. I want people, you really want Radha and Krishna? Man, I don't tell me about etiquettes and stuff like that. I do anything and everything to pull people out of this Maya. That's how we're going to make, or we've made Krishna manifest here in his ecstatic devotion. Dude, just like Maya, roll up her sleeves and try and pollute you in any way. Lie to you, do her all her tricks and everything. Well, I just take the truth of Prabhupada's books and cut right through everything and just pull you out if you want to be pulled out. But you got to believe in what we're doing. You got to believe in the results. A good tree does not produce bad results. And a transcendental tree produces transcendental results. No matter how people think, you may think, oh, what kind of transcendental tree is that? Well, how they think, this is what they're thinking. This will help you out there. People thinking, Gaura Haridas, he can't be a transcendental tree. Look, he's got no tilak on. He's got no dhoti, no neck beads per se. He doesn't even follow ecstatic. He can't be a real devotee. See? But that's for less intelligent people. See? Now what I teach is, you should look at this. This person awakens devotion to Krishna. That is certainly the spiritual master. Isn't that the important thing? No, wearing the neck beads is so important, man. Following God is so important. Yeah. I'll do that and sacrifice devotion because I'm really an intelligent person. No, you're called Bhagavatam calls you as a goat head. Stupid, dumb, idiot. Yeah, you want to stay idiot? Stay out there, man. A lot of idiots. You can get a nice idiot to lead you into the darkness. You want to come out of the darkness? Come here. No matter how rough and tumble it is, we get results, man. People pop with bhakti here. Look here, what is it? We play any way we can get people out of this maya, man. Just like Maya's playing any way she can put you in it by lying, cheating, tricking you, pretending to be an acharya and all that stuff. Here we just show you the internal reasons. That's why we were here to fulfill the prediction that in Chaitanya Charitamrita, that Lord Chaitanya preaches real religious principles through a low-class, fourth-class person. See? Well, we fit the bill, man. You won't find religious principles as religious as we preach here through a more low-class, fourth-class person is Gaura Haridas, who cusses and screams and yells and everything. But he gets results, man. See? He's fulfilling the prophecy. I have to be like this, man. If I wasn't like this, I would not fulfill the prophecy. I gotta cuss, man. I gotta cuss. I gotta, get a little angry. I gotta say, break the etiquettes, because that's what low-class people do, right? Hey, man, what am I going to do? But you won't hear better truth than this. You won't hear the essence of Bhagavatam than this. You won't see anybody waking up bhakti like this. Hey, am I lying or am I telling the truth?
Telling the truth.
Spot on? Okay. So Balaram says, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu confirmed it, saying, yes, it is correct. One who awakens devotion to Krishna is certainly the spiritual master. Yeah, no other considerations. Otherwise, you're the less intelligent class. They do that. Oh, he's not going to... I don't care about awakening devotion to Krishna. See, you don't care about devotion to Krishna. I don't even want you here, man. You don't care about that? Well, go ahead. Be misled by having neck beads and a dhoti and a haircut and a shave and all that stuff. Oh, see, body. Hey, man, you go into that body. I'm into the spiritual body. I'm into devotion to Krishna. So are they. You go out and follow the neck beads and the clothesline. Go find a nice clean dhoti out there, man. That's your level. That's okay, man. Stay in that for a few lifetimes until you cry, Lord, is there something more than the clothesline? Hang out to dry for a few lifetimes, man. Hang on that clothesline for a few lifetimes, Anyway, we're there. Whoever wants to come, the train is boarding. All aboard! Who's coming? We're not choo-choo train. We're one of those fast tracks. No time to waste, man. Who's on board, man? You'll know if Krishna speaks to you in your heart. Hey, man, I'm getting on board, man. I'm here to those who have some connection with God in their heart. The others, go out there for a few lifetimes and generations and do your Vaidhi Bhakti and these hypocritical liars, Kamsa types and everything taking over Vrindavan. Well, they've taken over their Vrindavan, not our Vrindavan. Our Vrindavan, our pond, we create Vrindavan here. I turn the video camera on and we've got Vrindavan, man. We got truth, justice, and the American way. Not the British way, the American way.
No, the British way.